What's up, everyone? This is your email geek Tejas from Netcore, and today we're going to talk about email blocklists. Yep, that's every email marketeer's nightmare. Depending on which blocklist your domain or your IP lands up in, it can be a non-issue to a complete showstopper for your email activity, which is why I'm going to talk about it today. Now, before we get on to the video, I request you guys to hit that subscribe button if you are not a regular subscriber to get such videos on all things email. Today, in this part 1 of 2-part series on email blocklists, we shall cover what email blocklists are and what bad practices can get an IP or a domain to land up in a blocklist. So let's get started with this. Now, firstly, what is an email blocklist? So email blocklists are created to block IPs or domains in real time, which are sending spam messages. These lists are maintained by independent anti-spam filtering companies and mailbox providers. These agencies maintain something called as domain name-based blocklists. Now, some of these companies are Spamhaus, Spamcorp, Sops, Barracuda. If your IP or your domain lands in any of these major blocklists, then your emails will be blocked by the ISP servers, and it could hurt your email inboxing in a very bad way. Now, besides these, there are also ISP curated blocklists and blocking policies that you need to make sure that you are not part of them. ISPs refer to these blocklists for inputs on processing your emails and make a decision on placing them in either inbox or spam. Now, if your IP or your domain is in the blocklist, then your emails could end up in the spam folder. Now, what are some of the practices that can land your IP or your domain into a blocklist? Number 1, mailing to spam trap IDs. Now, some email IDs are old or are planted purposely in order to check if any brand uses them to email, and thus prove that your list management practices are bad. Now, maybe you scrape them off the internet to use some third-party purchase lists. So these are basically honeypots that have been set up by these independent anti-spam companies, mailbox service providers in order to check the hygiene of your mailing list. If you use a harvested or purchased list and you send an email to any of these IDs, your IP is bound to land up in the blocklist. Now, number 2, getting a high amount of user spam complaints consistently. Now, if your sending domain incurs a spam complaint rate of greater than 0.5% on Google Postmaster, then that indicates to Gmail that the majority of your users do not wish to receive your emails and have reported them to spam. The more regular your spam complaints, the higher the probability that your IP lands in those blocklists. Third, not validating new lists. A blocklist can also be triggered due to a result of adding a new list source and not validating the email addresses of that list, neither confirming to the list acquisition source. Now, this results in a high bounces and spikes in spam trap hits, as new IDs being mailed could have been procured the wrong way. Number 4, running random re-engagement campaigns. Now, re-engagement campaigns are run by marketers in order to win back those inactive users who have been ignoring the emails for a while. Now, these are the dormant users who have not been touched base with for the last 1 year or so. Now, the users from this list could have easily been converted into spam traps and can be used to detect the sender's bad list maintenance. So it is often observed that running a re-engagement campaign to a large list of inactive users without considering the time period of user inactivity causes a spike in spam trap hits and bounces, resulting in landing that delivery IP or the domain in the blocklist. Now, there are other practices besides these that could also get your IP or your domain in this blocklist. We have written a detailed blog on email blocklists and how to avoid them in Peppy Post blog. The link for the blog is in the description below, so please check it out. Now, also, if you have any thoughts on email blocklist and other bad practices that you know of, please voice them out in the comment section. I will love to hear from you guys. Please like, share our videos, and subscribe to our channel Email Talk. I'll be back again next week with another video. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye bye.